entertainers, and we have real different schedules from mainstream people. Real hard life. We stay out all night. We have to sleep all day, and we have to watch a lot of television. So one of our favorite shows is Meeting of Minds. That's the one hosted by Steve Allen, that's right. And that's where he interviews a lot of famous dead people. Nice and cheery, you know, we like that sort of stuff. So we are extremely excited that with us tonight here in Columbus, he was just passing through, Steve Allen is here with Meeting of Minds.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Meeting of Minds, the show I designed, produced, directed, wrote, to show how really brilliant I am. And I am brilliant, and you're dumb, and I'm not. It's so good to be above everyone, yeah? But, unfortunately, Jane Meadows, my wife, will not be portraying one of the dead folks tonight. She was standing on the corner waiting for a bus. The thing drove in her mouth. She's got a big mouth. Shut up. We're going to be having a panel today of famous dead ladies and gentlemen. And let's bring out our first famous dead guest. a guy who cheered a lot of people up, who's going to cheer you up. I'm speaking of the inimitable Groucho Marx. Let's hear it for Groucho. Grab a mic, Grouch, and sit down. Well,
is that you, Steve?
Oh, that's me, Groucho.
Is that your face or did your pants fall down? Just kidding you, Steve.
Groucho.
Why a duck, I always say. Oh, my mustache.
It's really good to see you. It's good to have you on. I'm going to be asking you a lot of questions about your brothers.
Cheap prop.
Right. I'm going to be asking you why you chose that prop when we have mustaches. And I'm going to be asking you a lot of other things.
Certainly.
But first, I'd like to bring out our next dead guest. Don't do that. It's not that kind of show, Groucho. We'd like to bring out our next guest, who's a dead lady. And, of course, I'm speaking of the wonderful, the beautiful, the inimitable... Yes? Of course, Joan Crawford, Miss Shoulders herself, Joan Crawford.
Some people put animal crackers in their soup. She puts animals.
Have a seat, Joan. Talking to the mic, your shoulders are looking wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
And
it's so nice to be back.
Yeah, you're really a dear.
Any children in the audience?
Joan, we're going to be talking to you about a lot of things. Number one, how to fix appliances. But before that, we'd like to bring out our next dead guy. Of course, a guy who you probably would have gotten along very well with. I'm speaking of that swinger of hips himself, Mr. Elvis Presley. How about it?
I'm all shook up, you know?
We can tell the way you're stomping,
Have
Elvis,
that
that you're all
man to
shook
a
up.
seat, please.
Hi, Johnny.
Okay, that's Steve.
Yeah,
Steve, Elvis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elvis, is it true that your last words were, "I'm just going to the bathroom to read"?
Was it you I was talking to?
No, I think it was that lovely thing you married. Anyway, we're going to be talking to you about that and other things, about how one body can ingest 9 million pills in the last hour of their life. But before that, I'd like to bring out our last guest, a woman that I'd like to have, a woman that I would have liked, the lovely Miss Marilyn Monroe.
Certainly.
Well, Marilyn,
Those
it's really good to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
Were you attacked by a mosquito, or are you just glad to see us?
You know,
does
now,
that mean?
this is an interesting fact, and I'll bet a lot of people didn't know this. Marilyn Monroe got one of her first movie roles in a Groucho Marx film. Do you remember that, Groucho?
Yeah, I remember that part. Yes, sir, I was there, as a matter of fact. I was a casting cat. I mean, I was there to direct the film.
Marilyn, did you know, you are a lovely woman.
Thank you.
Your hair's nice. Now, did you have a lot of problems on the couch?
Well, yes, I did. I really did. I only liked convertible couches, and sometimes certain kinds of couches were very itchy.
I see. And you must have scratched an awful lot.
Yes, sometimes I really did.
Yes. Joan, did you have trouble with the casting couch? You were a little before Marilyn's time.
Ah, not that soon before her time.
No?
No, please.
Did you have trouble with...
Of course not. I treated men just like I treated everyone else in my life. You know, just a firm line, and I had no problem at all.
I'll bet you didn't.
I hear when she went to Cuba, she used a Castro convertible.
Thank you, Groucho.
Thank
Now
you.
we know why he's dead. You know, I could ask these people a million interesting questions, but I don't want to. Instead, I'd like to come to you, the studio audience, and have you, no, really, honestly.
What do you think of foreign affairs?
Who would you like to ask that to?
All of them.
All of them.
I think they're just fine, especially Italians.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing.
Well, we definitely got the woman's view on that. Joan Wright. Now, I was going to bring that up, Joan. What do you think about a book that calls you Mommy Dearest and then reveals,
All
you know...
I can say is I can hardly wait till that little dear dies and gets to heaven. Of course it wasn't true. I always treated Christina with the most respect. She liked the closet. She liked the toaster. Don't let her fool you. I was like any of you would be, I'm sure, as her mother.
Certainly.
Did you get that, honey?
No?
Good. Okay. You know, I'd love to stay on here all night and just dominate the screen, but unfortunately I can't. So we'd like to kind of wrap things up now, of course. Now, perhaps we would like to have Marilyn Monroe, and if you would like, in a little torch song. I think that would be nice. Do we agree?
Certainly, certainly. Tell
A
us,
torch song for the inimitable Marilyn.
Ooh, I never wanted to be a sexy girl. What I really wanted was to be a teacher, but they wouldn't let me. No, my teachers gave me A's for the wrong reasons. I didn't want all this blonde hair and these things. But it wasn't my fault. I couldn't do anything about it.
Elvis, help her out there, buddy.
I tried so hard to get into community college, but all they wanted was to cast me on the couch.
Tell her, baby.
I told them I wanted psychology,
Oh, yeah.
biology, not biology of the sort they were thinking of. I didn't want it. I didn't want it. So I wound up very similar to you. Go ahead, Elvis.
Stay off the wrong roads. Don't travel down them. If you do, the Lord's gonna frown upon you. You're gonna be bad. It's gonna catch up to you. It doesn't matter what else you do. If you want to live wrong, you gotta sing the song of the blues man and woman too.
Oh, thank you.
I moved. Good night, Peter Mines and Steve Allen. Good night, everyone.